Let's rock and roll. Gratitude. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Hey, Richie.
Short and sweet. It's beautiful. I haven't figured that out yet. But I'm working on it.
Yes, sir.
So I figured I'd share. I got a doctor's appointment at 11:45, video conference, so I'll be taking a break. So hopefully I can get back to the second. But you never know. So gratitude and it you brought up depression. It's real. It's real. Believe me. I got the medication to prove it. But I'm grateful they make medicines. I'm grateful that they make medication because I'm on an even keel right now. I have a therapist and a psychiatrist. I'm an overachiever. So she asked me lately, well, I want to get you off some of these things. And I said, but I'm on an even keel. And then it keeps our sessions short. But some days, I've been talking about some stressful stuff that's been going on in my life. And today, I feel like one of those days when you got a pit in your stomach and you're not sure why. I don't know why. I'm taking care of my business. As the kids say, I'm standing on business. So, I love saying that stuff in front of my kids. Like, Dad, stop it. Anyway, but so you touched on that, and it's part of my story. I drank because I didn't know what else to do, but a lot of it was self-medication. I thought about killing myself in like third grade. You know what I mean? I did, and I knew what I was going to do, where I was going to go, what closet I was going to use, where I was going to pin my report card. Because that was always the stressful thing. The conduct mark and in my friends like, I don't care if you get straight A's, which I did, and then put your conduct's a D. And I'm like, I wonder why. You're not here, and anyway. Long story. Maybe that for a therapist. But so gratitude. I'm grateful that I can come in here and share that, write what I just did in a meeting of my peers and not feel strange about doing it. It took me many years. I didn't start talking about it in earnest until probably about 7-10 years ago. And it was right in this hall. And people would come up to me after the meeting and go, thank God you talked about that stuff because I feel I get it. And they don't talk about it much. So, but I'm grateful that I started coming to these meetings again. I almost came at like 10:30 today, and I was like, that's too early. And I got some phone calls done that sobriety has allowed me to do. I called the Veterans Affairs because of my things being held up. And I called that, something's got to be done up at that apartment again. And I was able to call somebody and they're going to be there, show up when they're supposed to, and hopefully. And and I'm taking care of business. And I'm just grateful that this too shall pass is the most important thing I can look at and remember. And somebody said that to me who just had their leg almost amputated.
Yeah.
Right? She's an older woman, and her diagnosis was, we're going to take your leg. And she was fine with it. They didn't. They saved the leg. But she was fine with it because she's like, well, I'll get a prosthetic and I'll be even. And then I said, hey, do you need anything after the surgery? She's like, no. And she's like, I'm in pain though, but this too shall pass. And I was like, man, I have luxury problems. And Lenny said it to me yesterday, he's like, you got luxury problems. So I said, they don't feel like luxury problems today. But I feel better than I did on Saturday, that's for sure. I got on the phone at 6 a.m. with my sponsor. I said, can you take a call? And I learned that around here, you know, talk about things and air things out, use your sponsor. You know, I was at my home group last night, I hadn't been there in a while. It felt good, you know, I've got 4, you know, so that'll give me 8 meetings for this week. And, I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful that you guys are all here. You know, I'll get my hug from Scotty later, and I got shit I look forward to. So, anyway, good job up there, congratulations on
Thank you.
369 days, and it's just one day at a time, and this too shall pass, and see you tomorrow.
No, thank you, yeah. My man Kenny. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, Ken.
Thanks everyone for being here. So this is gratitude, right?
Yes, sir.
I say thank you when somebody does something, right? That's how it starts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. And I think you're better if you look the other way.
Thank you. Love you too, Kenny.
A day at a time. Thank you everyone for being here, and that's how it starts with the gratitude. Just thank you when someone does something for you, you know? And I don't know. I get some things going on in my life, and when I hear something that sets in, I'm getting a little older now, and when I hear something that sets something off in me sometimes, you know? You had to talk about suicide, and I saw my first one when I was at 18. But that's, those little things can set you off for drinking, you know what I mean? You should say if you have an excuse to drink, not an excuse when you see somebody blow their brains out in front of you, you know? And that shit just happens to me. I remember when as a kid, I went in the service, and the guy was my bucky, you know? And when I went in the 70s, a lot of the guys that Vietnam vets were having trouble making it, you know? And he re-enlisted, he really screwed up in the move, you know?
All right.
Now, and he'd explained to me different stuff. He was telling me, back in the day, if you went an extra year, they'd give you like $2,000 extra, you know? He was a bonus baby, this guy, and he was telling me, Kenny, what you gotta do is, you take the $2,000 and you buy a station wagon and live in it, you know? I said, gee, why didn't I think of that, right? Okay, no better than that, right? And I remember it like it was yesterday, because that's part of that CTE, I can remember shit like it was yesterday. The guy he was next to me, my bunkie, and his name was James Silk, and he we were on a range, and he got up on one knee next to me and blew his fucking brains out. So, yeah, go ahead. I don't feel like
Okay, thanks, Kenny. Thank you, man. Man. I see.
talking.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? All right.
Scotty Alcoholic.
Hey, Scotty.
You know, so happy to be here, Rob. Thanks for stepping up. I was almost going to go up today. Beat me to it. That's all right, you know, because it takes us all to do what we got to do, you know. And just quick announcement. I know you guys all knew Kevin was here all the time. His twin brother died the other day. So Kevin, I don't know if you guys get his number, reach out to him or whatever. You remember Kevin, the guy who's over there with a share. I think I went to a hospital or something, none of my business, but you know, he always had problems with his brother, twin brother, anyways, you know, and talking about AA, not, you know, because you guys know from AA, you know what I'm talking about anyways, but my whole group next Thursday is having, or this next coming Thursday, Thursday is having their anniversary, the Blue Hills group. You guys were all invited, you know. Day-old pizza though, it's not gonna be fresh, but we're getting cheaper that way, you know, but anyways, and you know, everything I hear here is just like the best, you know, and I listen to people all over the world, loading jobs and wherever, and like, you know, everybody's a lawyer, you know, like they say, but in here, I'm getting the truth, you know, I'm getting like the real stuff, you know, not the bullshit. What I told you, you know, it's from the heart, you know, 869 days. That's a miracle, but, you know, anybody in here, you know, it doesn't come easy, you know. I was watching a thing on television the other night. It was, you know, LT Lawrence Taylor, the NFL guy, he brought up the thing, you know, and they were interviewing, and we said, was it true that when the quarterback was talking to you, but not the quarterback, his defense, right? When they were talking, all you could think of was hitting the crack pipe when you get out of work, you know, got off the game? He goes, absolutely. You know, he was one of like the most feared men in the NFL at the time, you know. Quarterbacks would know they're playing in 2 weeks and they were throwing up and pooping and everything else, and this guy's gonna kill me, you know. He's just one of us, and he admitted it to the world, you know. Like, that's what we gotta do, you know. I mean, that's what I gotta do. I can't speak for anybody else, you know. Maybe, I don't know, not too long ago, 6 weeks ago, I was at my home group, and one of the gentlemen, and you know, he is a gentleman, true, you know. I mean, I speak that highly of some people, not so much the others, but he said, man, you gotta slow your ass down, you know. And you know, who he doesn't even know me, you know. Well, he knows me, you know, and you know, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a drug addict, I'm a workaholic, I'm a foodaholic, I'm an everything-aholic. And he said, you gotta slow your ass down, man. Not meaning like you're gonna die. And I went home and I thought of what he said, and it hit me, and I'm like, you know, what am I doing? I'm a working fool, you know. I get up at still silly hours because I was waiting, I'm old, right? You know, and so I like cut back on one job, my own work, you know, got rid of a lot of stuff, which was fine, you know. And then the other job I do, I cut way back on that, and then I'm like, you know, what can I do? I can do what I need to do, open my ears, listen to my sponsor, come to my meetings with like, not like, oh, I gotta get out of here, break. I mean, sometimes you have to. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, you know, life on life's terms, but like, now I can kind of like read differently. I know that probably sounds silly, but like, I don't have like I got a lot of responsibility in my own head, you know? All my kids are grown, my wife's, you know, she's put up with me for 42 years. She should have got rid of me 44 years ago, you know? But she didn't, so she's not leaving me now, you know? I mean, you know, she could, but, you know, I mean, like, chances are probably not, right? And that's okay, you know? I drive her out of her mind, you know? Sober. I can only imagine what I did when I was, you know, out there. I mean, and not to like go on about her, but a guy I used to carpool with all the time called her one day to see what time I was going to pick him up the next day, you know? And she said, he said to her, my wife's name is Eileen, beautiful Eileen. She said, Eileen, is Scotty home?